We are just a few weeks away from the end of the year, and we're rounding out the year with a few really great films over at the box office. And joining me now is producer Charlie with all the latest. Where do we start?
Okay, so first up we have Y2k.
Okay.
We're taking it back.
Taking it back.
Okay, so this is an R-rated disaster comedy horror. Now I put horror in quotes because I don't feel like it's very horror-esque, you know?
Okay, yeah.
It's definitely got a little bit of a bloody aspect to it, but it's not gory by any means. You know, you're not gonna want to like look away or anything like that. So this premiered at South by Southwest back in March, and it follows two high school nobodies when they make a decision to go to this major celebration to round out 1999 as they roll into the new millennium.
Sure.
But things take a kind of a crazy turn that honestly nobody could have imagined.
Okay.
You know, because back in Y2K, it definitely plays into that fact that the world was gonna end.
Yeah, everyone had these crazy
Right.
moments. Yeah.
So this stars Jaden Martell, Rachel Zegler has a role, and Julian Dennison.
Interesting. I've never heard of the other two, but I was in a Rachel's.
Julian Dennison I recognize from a few other things.
Okay.
I know he's in the new, I believe, How to Train Your Dragon live action that comes out next year.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot of other familiar faces. I don't want to spoil anything though, that you'll see along here in minor roles for the most part.
Okay.
But this is written and directed by SNL's Kyle Mooney, and this is actually his directorial debut.
Well, good for him.
So it definitely feels like a cheesy thousands horror film.
Okay.
And not in like a bad way or anything.
Yeah.
You know, everybody who doesn't like a good cheesy horror film.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need all the gore and actual jump scares and everything like that in life. But it kind of loses the plot though, I feel like. It definitely leans into like making you, if you're from like a 90s kid or, you know, you lived through that point in time.
Yeah.
It's definitely playing on your nostalgia a little bit in there. And I feel like they definitely could have fleshed out the plot a little bit more.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's a good movie just to
fine.
sit and kind of let your mind wander.
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds like one I'll wait for sure.
Right. Worldwide, it's made 2.1 million so far with a budget of 15 million.
So a little to go, but
yeah, a little
that's
to go,
okay.
but you know, some people holiday times they go watch a movie, so maybe that's one they want to watch.
Yeah, you never know. All right, what else you got?
Moving on, we have September 5.
Oh.
So this is an R-rated historical drama,
Okay.
and it actually comes out this weekend.
Oh.
But this takes place during the 1972 Munich Olympics when an American sports broadcasting crew finds itself thrust into covering the hostage crisis involving some of the athletes.
Oh my gosh.
So this is based on like the actual events that happened.
Okay.
And what's crazy is I had never heard about this in all honesty.
had
If I had, I do not recall it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But this stars John Magaro, Peter Sarsgaard, and Ben Chaplin. It definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat, I feel like, on what's going to happen next.
Okay.
Because as someone who doesn't know any of that story,
Yeah.
I was definitely like, how is this all going to play out?
happen? Yeah.
And also working in TV,
Yeah.
they definitely do a good job of like the behind the scenes stuff, and makes you kind of, and working in TV, wonder how they did such fast turnarounds with things with tape back in that day.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. Yeah, much different.
Because
time.
like today we have it all digital,
Yeah.
easy enough to throw it on a computer and get it all
Figure it
whipped
out,
out.
yeah.
But this was written, directed, and produced by Tim Feldbaum, and he spent months researching the events, and he even worked with the production design to make an authentic replica of the broadcasting facility. And honestly, it looks really cool. So they definitely used some actual archival footage from it as well. So that's pretty cool to see that actual stuff from back then. It does release this weekend with a limited release, and then a wide release comes in mid-January. So definitely be on the watch out for that. It was actually a good one, and it's actually up for some nominations in Best Picture for like the Golden Globes on the side.
Okay.
So it's probably got some other buzz coming with it too.
So maybe we'll see more with it. I love
Right.
that.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to streaming.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are switching over to Netflix with their PG-13 biblical epic, Mary.
Mary.
So I did an interview the other day with the actress that plays Mary and the director. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not one that I overly enjoyed either.
Okay.
So this follows Mary, mother of Jesus, from her childhood in Nazareth to the birth of Jesus. It stars Noah Cohen as Mary, Ido Taco as Joseph, and then playing King Herod is the great Sir Anthony Hopkins. I love him.
Yeah.
I think he does a great job as Herod. And I won't say anything bad about the rest of them because they all do great for their roles.
Yeah.
It definitely fills in a lot of the blanks though that we don't know about Mary's life, and I feel like there's some exaggerations that people might not be too happy about. They definitely add in some things that I feel like shouldn't be there. They add in Lucifer trying to tempt Mary, which I feel like just kind of shouldn't be there in general.
Unnecessary,
I feel like they
perhaps.
didn't focus as much on like actually the journey to Bethlehem and Jesus' birth and everything.
Okay.
It's definitely more pre all that. And it's, I don't know. Some people might really like it, some people aren't gonna like it. It is streaming now on Netflix, though, so check it out and see what you think.
Check it out. All right,
now,
what
moving
else?
on to keeping the Christmas spirit, move over Mariah Carey because there's a new Queen of Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
We have A Nonsense Christmas with Sabrina Carpenter. So this is TV 14, just so everybody knows.
Okay.
I just want to touch on it briefly. It is fun.
Yeah.
Love Sabrina Carpenter. If you love her music, you're gonna love this. She has amazing guest special guests, and lots of skits that are really fun in there too. I do kind of hope, seeing her do these little skits and stuff, that she gets back into acting. She got started back in the day. She's on Girl Meets World on Disney, and she's been in some other small roles and stuff. So if you're looking to get in that holiday spirit, I would let Sabrina Carpenter help you.
Yeah. All right. What about this weekend?
Moving on, this weekend we have Sony's new Marvel movie, Kraven the Hunter. And then September 5, like I said, comes out. And then the new animated Lord of the Rings comes out as well. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the War of something.
Yeah,
fill in the blank. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings to know how to pronounce that. So that's what we have. And then streaming, though, today we have Maria on Netflix with Angelina Jolie.
Oh.
So I've heard she's got some award buzz around her for this role, so definitely eager to watch that.
Yeah.
And then Friday on Peacock, we have Conclave.
I will be watching that.
Which was a good one. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
And then I was surprised how fast this came out. On Max on Friday, we also have Joker Faliadu. So if you didn't get to see Joker 2 and you watched the first one, it was okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch it, it's there.
Now you can check it out. Yeah. All right. Well, go check out a film in theaters or on streaming, whatever you prefer. Let us know what you think, and Unscripted will be right back.